Game 5, Sixers Heat, Mavs Suns. Let's go. Quick takes on Game 5 Sixers Heat. The Sixers have to maintain aggressive play from their perimeter players. James Harden had his best game of the playoffs. Now, I don't expect Harden to drop another 30 tonight, but he needs to stay aggressive. He needs to take advantage of the spacing that Joel Embiid supplies him and Terrence Maxey. Both of them have to pick their spots and get downhill and attack the teeth of Miami's defense. And on a side note, Danny Green, George Niang, Korkmaz, even Shake Milton, should he get the opportunity, they have to continue to hit timely threes. More times than not, the winner of Game 5 usually holds not only control, but ends up winning the series. I think with a series this close, with the matchups being so tight, the winner of tonight's game, I think, will go on to win the series. If you're Miami, you've got to keep getting the ball to Jimmy Buckets. He's been the best player in this series, averaging 28 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 52% from the field. Only 27% from 3, but he's doing a lot of work at the free throw line as well. 29 for 34. Jimmy Buckets makes the Heat offense go, but Miami's offense is at its best when you're getting shooting from Hero, Oladipo, Max Strus, and Gabe Vincent. When Miami spreads the floor and the ball touches everybody, they're a dangerous team offensively. They're going to have to find a way to bottle up Embiid with quick traps and double teams. You're going to have to force someone other than Harden or Maxey to make shots. Tonight's game is real simple. Yes, you have to stop the big man. You have to slow him down. But more importantly, you've got to run them off the three-point line. Mavs Suns Game 5, this is all about guard play and timely shots from role players. The first two games, D-Book and CP3 outplayed Luka and Brunson. And I know Luka put up numbers, but defensively, they exploited him. The Suns went after him and were successful. Games 3 and 4, Luka actually competed on defense, but he also had an assist with Jalen Brunson looking like the Jalen Brunson from round 1. Dorian Finney-Smith and Kleber hitting timely threes. Reggie Bullock being a great 3-and-D guy at home. The Suns have an advantage, though. I expect a better Chris Paul. I expect Chris Paul, the All-Star, to show up on both ends of the floor. And DeAndre Ayton, he's got to take over and dominate his matchup. He's allowed the Mavs centers, their bigs, to actually play him even and at times outplay him. He has got to impose his will and be more of a presence on both ends of the floor. Even though I think Luka puts up numbers, Brunson plays better on the road, I think the Suns win, and it's because you get a big game from Ayton and Chris Paul. Quick takes on last night's Game 5s, Celtics versus Bucks. Celtics pull out another tough game. Bucks had control until the fourth quarter. Celtics make a run, and once they take over, it seemed like the Bucks had no response. Watching the game, Milwaukee had no spacing, and I thought Giannis became too predictable. I thought Budenholzer should have made an adjustment and got more player movement instead of loading up on one side. It actually made it easier for Boston's defense to double and triple team him. If they're going to have a chance to win this series, Drew Holiday has to be a more efficient and effective player. I thought he played his worst game of the postseason last night on both ends of the floor. Going forward, this comes down to Tatum Brown, Drew Holiday, Giannis. The advantage, though, is the Celtics have a third guy that consistently has gotten buckets this series. You can make a case that Al Horford has been the Celtics' best player, their most consistent player this series on both ends. Giannis can't just win that matchup. He has to dominate him, and he has to take the challenge of slowing or shutting Al Horford down. As far as the the Warriors and Griz, not surprised at all. I said the Griz would play well. They've played well without Ja Morant. I thought the Warriors would win. They did find to win a close game. But that Grizzlies team, they're not done. They're going back home. I think the Griz are going to find a way to pull out Game 5. I said it. Grizzlies will win Game 5. The Heat are up 40-31 in the second quarter. I'm about to bounce, finish watching the rest of this game. I'll be back tomorrow to wrap up what happened tonight in tonight's games. It's the NBA Cypher next time.